Hey guys, and today I'm bringing you a replay in World of Tanks of, let's just say a very, interesting game that me and Ztdreamrider had. Now, this replay is from ZT's perspective, not mine. This is because World of Tanks has decided to, not record any of my good games. I'm not sure why, but, both my Comet, Ace Tanker, and this game, just, they don't seem to exist. I've looked through for a very long time. Apparently there is some kind of bug and it should be resolved in 8.11, but until then, yeah. So, I've decided to head over to the south flank and, you know, get that nice hold down position down there. It's a great position for a Jagdtiger, 88. And ZT is just going to camp this ridge up here. And this is a very painful game, because me and ZT, between us, we get 11 kills. Yeah, one short of a crucial contribution. I get 3 kills. Mainly what I did here was I held down the entire flank solo for, you know, 5 minutes or more, you know. I took 11,000 potential damage, which is pretty impressive, and ZT manages to score himself a Radley Walters medal, so 8 kills for him, which is pretty fancy stuff. So ZT's now set up here. He's, you know, seeing if he can hit anything. He sees this 87 over here, takes some pot shots at his Polar. I'm still cruising over to my little hull down spot over there. Nothing happening on that flank too, apart from a Lux, which if you spot the chat, you'll see me making an incredibly great pun to ZT here. Not really a great pun, but whatever. So, yeah, I'm just going to speed this game up a little bit here. Nothing's really happening at the moment, just, you know, sitting here. Some more targets, CT spots, he's taking some more shots. Now, this replay is to show 2 things. Well, obviously the first is to show the replay, the other, is this, music mod that I have. The new music mod that I have made, should I say. Coming out soon, more information on that. Also, the skin here, you see on our Jagdtigers, that is also made by me. There's also a video coming out to show, you know, how to make these skins. They're actually not that hard to make. All you need is Watt Viewer and a few other things. So ZT is just, you know, chilling, and I'm taking some heavy fire over there from I'm not quite sure how you're meant to say it. Tiger 1, a Jagdpanther, I believe there's also a Jagdpanzer 4 down there as well, and an SU-100 appears at some point soon. So ZT's noticed that, shit, now I need some help, and he is heading down here to give me some help, and there's not really anything he can hit directly, but he can hit that SU-100, I think, so it goes for that. Now, by this stage, I have taken quite a few hits, but have yet to take any damage. The actually only time I take damage in this game is once they all start charging me, which eventually they, you know, start using their brains, or at least what little brains World of Tanks players have, and they get their shit together and rush me. And that's eventually how I meet my demise. Sorry. So you see ZT taking some more shots, trying to help me out. There's only so much you can hit though. And pretty much the other tanks on my flank, they have not done a single thing so far. I think T-34 puts a few shots into things. T-20 hits a couple tanks as well. But that I don't get much help on that flank. So ZT has realised, you know, there's not much he can do to help me over there, so he's moved back to shooting from the ridgeline.
Wir haben sie nicht mal angekratzt.
And if you're looking over there, you see just the side of the screen, you can see me. Gonna face off against that low.
Der ging voll durch ihre Panzerung.
ZT taking some more shots at the Jagdtiger.
Der ging nicht durch.
And I'm just going to fast forward because there's not much happening right now.
Voll durch ihre Panzerung.
Now ZT takes a few more shots at these guys over here, trying to help me out. I'm still 100% health and taking a lot of damage so far, but now is when things start to change. Actually not quite yet. I eventually get rushed by, you know, all three of their tanks. And actually, I think I managed to kill all three of them, but I think, I can't remember quite how I died. I think it might be artillery. We'll see in a minute. CT makes a good move by firing some HE at that 87. He's on 3% health. Still trying to find shots over there, but there's nothing you can really do apart from this T-34 over there.
Der ging voll durch ihre Panzerung.
And by now you see me getting rushed by this Jagdpanzer 4. I managed to take him out reasonably easily. And ZT just took a big hit. I'm not quite sure what it's from. I think it was from that T-34. So, we haven't done much so far if you look. I mean, we've done 3 kills between us, which is, you know, it's not that great, but everything starts to happen very quickly in this game. So there's me, you know, fighting him out as best I can. ZT's trying to take out any targets he can, but there's only so much we can do to help me at the moment. I managed to set that low on fire. Good shot there. Managed to nail the low, and I start working the Tiger. Which I still have my hold down after all this time. I still mostly have a good hold down position. So we're looking pretty good for a brothers in arms. However, the rest of the team isn't looking particularly good for anything right now. You know, everyone's dead. It's us two and a T-34 left. So now ZT notices his threat coming up the north, and he has to deal with that instead of helping me. So he nails the IS-6 and starts going after that T-26E4, and I finally die over there. Yeah, if you look there, the Tiger 1 actually killed me. Yeah, seems so. Don't quite remember it happening that way, but apparently it did. I did manage to kill that Tiger 1, that was interesting. Maybe he set me on fire before he died or something, I'm not sure. So I do manage to kill him. At least I think I do. So ZT has 4 kills now, I have 3 kills, and I'm now dead, so it's pretty much ZT versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's like 6 tanks at the moment. This T-34 is being completely useless, sitting back here, letting the tank destroyers on 342 health take all the hits. Thankfully the Jagdtiger's great, I don't know if you can't really call it a turret, but it's upper turrety thing is serving it well. Here has a lot of armor on that area of the tank, very strong. Very strong tank. So ZT is still working this T-26 with limited success. This T-34 is finally decided to, you know, at least think about moving up. In fairness to this T-34, at least he doesn't die and he allows us to draw the game out. You know, it's better than a loss. Barely, but better than a loss still. There's me saying you should have to have a legit tier 8 before you can buy premiums. Yeah, I wish. And me and ZT are pretty annoyed at this point, because we've been having pretty good games all day with terrible teams. This is not the first occurrence of this sort of game today. It's the most extreme occurrence of this sort of game today, but we've actually, in our platoon, today we actually managed to get 11 kills twice. This and one other game, can't quite remember where that game was. But yeah, it's a pretty dire day for us. So as you can imagine, we're getting quite annoyed with these really good teams. So ZT switched to some premium ammo now because he really doesn't want to lose this. So we are pulling it back. Well, when I say we, ZT is pulling this game back, should I say? We got ZT. He's heading up this hill here, trying to take the Jagdpanther now. This is one of those moves that could have gone really badly, but didn't. Thankfully, the players on the enemy team, they're not incredible players, let's just say. But, you know, you don't need an incredible player to shoot someone and kill them. So CT's still being cautious. He's trying to keep his hull down advantage, because this tank is very hard to penetrate when it's got a hull down. However, it doesn't have great gun depression, so he waits for the Jagdpanther to fire, and then he goes in. Props to the AMX-13 F3. He really, you know, he does do well this game. He's no scumbag artillery. He fights to the bitter end, and he rushes and he has some balls. So ZT has managed to pull it back, you know, 2-3 now, but he's still on 133 health. So he only needs to be shot one time by any of the remaining tanks to die. So ZT is heading up this flank. He needs to be aggressive. Spots a Jagdtiger, just sitting there. Be a fool not to take that kind of shot. However, he does move, but ZT decides to pursue him because he needs to take that tank out. Because, you know, our T-34 is incompetent. So ZT wants his Radleys now. He's going in for the kill on that Jagdtiger. I'm telling the T-34 load gold because I really don't want to lose this game. ZT's trying to get a shot over that ridge, but he can't quite make it. So he's moving on up. ZT has managed to do 5,000 damage so far. So it's going pretty well for him. And he takes that shot, but yeah, then the RD appears. ZT's, you know, a bit annoyed, like, scrub! He's just pissing around, he doesn't actually mean that. So now we have our, you know, our best ever T-34 player, and we're just telling him, I mean, we are being a little bit, you know, arsehole-ish to this T-34 player. We're not being the nicest guys ever. We're a bit annoyed at losing this game, more than a bit annoyed. So we're a little unkind to this T-34 in fairness, so if he's watching this, apologise for that, but seriously, bro. Really. This T-34, you know, he could have won this game. But, you know, we're just telling him, for God's sake, man. We don't have much confidence in it, so we're just telling him to try and survive and draw this game rather than lose it, because he has not exactly done much to inspire our confidence. And the AMX is like, nice crucial contribution. We're like, not quite. 11 kills. We had 11 kills twice today, so it's a little annoying. So all they have left is a KV-1S and an artillery, so nothing that a T-34 can't handle, really. I mean, 3 shots is all a T-34 needs, but their RT puts a big shot, well, a reasonably big shot into the side of our T-34, detracking him. We're not sure where his KV-1S is. I think he might be AFK. I don't remember seeing him at any time in this game. He doesn't seem to be spotted on the map anywhere. So T-34, you know, he obviously misses that shot. So we just, yeah, we just like are thinking about committing suicide at this point, because we're just, this T-34 has, you know, taken us into a deep depression. So he takes a shot, misses again. No surprises there, about what we expected. Then he you know, almost kills himself going down here, but thankfully he doesn't. I was expecting him to kill himself going down there, but thankfully he doesn't. And yeah, that's that game over. Ends up being a draw. And yeah, on to the post-game results. Okay guys, now here are the post-game stats for that game. They are from ZT's perspective once again, seeing as I have no way of actually accessing this replay. We will see that he got 8 kills. Yeah, 8 kills. Every tank he shot at, aside from that SU-100, he killed, which is always nice. He got Radley Walters Medal, and of course coming along with that is a Top Gun. This is also his Ace Tanker game in the Jagdtiger 88, one that I'm still working on getting. We will see that ZT got 551 shots, 40 direct hits, 31 penetrations. About average for a Jagdtiger 88, probably a few more dodgy shots than usual, but you know, dodgy shots are dodgy shots. He did 6.2k damage, so that's pretty impressive. He got 6,980 potential damage, which is pretty good for a tank that has, what is it, 1,400 hit points-ish, I think. I can't quite remember off the top of my head. He, like I said before, killed every enemy he shot at, aside from that one. 6 base defense points, woohoo. And if we look at my perspective, well, what I can get at my perspective, 32 shots fired, 25 hits, 13 penetration. I was firing a lot of shots that weren't really particularly useful in that game, that were never really going to penetrate. It's just sort of laying down some suppressing fire to take the heat off me. I did 3,000 damage, which isn't bad, but not the best ever for a Jagdtiger 88. ZT beat me on that one. I took 33 hits, only 4 penetrated, but those were quite high caliber rounds. I took 1 arty hit as well, 1 arty splash damage hit, 29 non-penetrations, and 11k damage, almost. 3 enemies detected, 3 enemies destroyed, got a little bit of detection damage. Didn't really travel that far. So we look at ZT's, actually let's just go back here. We'll see ZT got 1,758 experience, which is pretty damn nice. I got 737. Bear in mind this is on a draw. So ZT did get the Battle Hero awards, which means he has he gets the same XP as the winning team would. Well, if there was a winning team, which there wasn't in this game. I didn't get any of those hero awards, but yeah, I still got 737 experience, which wasn't bad. But ZT thoroughly whooped the entire team on that. So he made 161,355 and come out to 119,238 once he had got his repairs and resupply of ammo. He did fire a few gold rounds in that match, as you saw. He fired them when he needed them. And that HE shot in the 88 particularly, that was a very wise use of ammo there. And yeah, that's that game. 9,246 damage combined, 7,945, and yeah, 11 kills. We were getting pretty pissed off at this point because we actually, I think in that session we'd already got I think we'd have 2 previous games where we got 11 kills, so we'd been one short of a crucial contribution twice already that day. It might have been once, it might have been twice, I can't quite remember. This game was a little while ago now. But we were getting pretty annoyed, so after that we just said screw this and derped around Panzer 1Cs for the rest of the day. That's our general therapy when World of Tanks just gets too bad. So tell me what you think of the replay in the comments below. Is there anything you thought we could have done better? Anything you thought you did well? Any other various comments aside from just trolling us, because I know that's how the internet works. You all know it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you on the next one, guys.